Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining me and watching this video number 4 of my new YouTube channel, Practical Psychology Tools and Tips. And those of you who subscribe for this channel, my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you so much. If you don't like what I will be producing further, you can always unsubscribe. But for now, my deepest gratitude. So this video is about not being perfect enough perfectionist. And basically this video is largely a lot about myself, because perfectionism has been my struggle all my life, because I realized very recently that I have not been treated my perfectionist attitude correctly. According to the birth order typical habits model, look at this slide. We know that as the oldest, we were programmed basically by our parents, because we were born first. You kind of expected to be the number one in the rest of your life. Also, because you were expected to be a role model for your younger siblings, you have to be perfect in everything that you do as an adult. So those high parental expectations, because of this repetition day after day after day, they became our own personal internalized expectations. We expect very highly from ourselves as well as other people. And we always have this inside us, we have this eyes looking at us from outside, from those respected authority, as another oldest and firstborn General George S. Patton used to say, you are always on parade. In this perfectionism that I'm talking about can produce lots of suffering in people, especially firstborns and oldest, only children as well. They would come to see psychotherapists or try to get some help how to stop being perfectionist. And I think it's a big mistake. Though they would say, because of my perfectionism, I procrastinate. Because of my perfectionism, I get so stressed out. I'm so anxious, or sometimes I'm so depressed because of my perfectionism, and avoiding doing things that I'm afraid I'm not gonna make perfect. The problem is we are not treating perfectionism properly. It's kind of one-sided perfectionism. And as we will be learning from Taylor Swift, and now she's a Dr. Taylor Swift, because the commencement, there's a couple video clips I'm going to show you from her commencement speech 2 years ago, when she was awarded doctorate degree of doctor by New York University. And in her speech, she's sharing very powerful idea. She gives beautiful message for people like us, perfectionists, how to be a well-rounded perfectionist, how to be what I call perfect enough perfectionist, when you're not only perfect with your successes and achievements, when you're also perfect with learning from your mistakes. So let's take a look at Taylor, see what she has to say.
I know the pressure of living your life through the lens of perfectionism. And I know that I'm talking to a group of perfectionists because you are here today graduating from NYU. So this might be hard for you to hear. In your life, you will inevitably misspeak, trust the wrong person, underreact, overreact, hurt the people who didn't deserve it, overthink, not think at all, self-sabotage, create a reality where only your experience exists, ruin perfectly good moments for yourself and others, deny any wrongdoing, not take the steps to make it right, feel very guilty, let the guilt eat at you, hit rock bottom, finally address the pain you caused, try to do better next time, rinse, repeat. the next, and I know it's hard to know which path to take. There will be times in life where you need to stand up for yourself. Times when the right thing is actually to back down and apologize. Times when the right thing is to fight. Times when the right thing is to turn and run. Times to hold on with all you have. And times to let go with grace. Sometimes the right thing to do is to throw out the old schools of thought in the name of progress and reform. Sometimes the right thing to do is to sit and listen to the wisdom of those who have come before us. How will you know what the right choice is in these crucial moments? You won't. How do I give advice to this many people about their life choices? I won't. The scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now. I leave you with this. We are led by our gut instincts, our intuition, our desires and fears, our scars and our dreams. And you will screw it up sometimes. So will I. And when I do, you will most likely read about it on the internet. Anyway, hard things will happen to us. We will recover. We will learn from it. We will grow more resilient because of it. And as long as we are fortunate enough to be breathing, we will breathe in, breathe through, breathe deep, and breathe out. And I am a doctor now, so I know how breathing works.
See, and Taylor, as another oldest, you know that she is older sister of the younger brother, so she knows what she's talking about. And she's very open about that. And again, the message is for us not to give up our perfectionism, but make it, I would say, perfect enough perfectionism, well-rounded, when you're not only interested in successes, but also in keep learning, and doing it in your own way. Another very powerful example, I would say, comes from Sir Winston Churchill, who used to say, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. And of course, I couldn't help to include, because according to birth order typical habits model, I think the oldest borns, we can learn from the youngest, and youngest can learn from the oldest. And here's the advice from the youngest, who I think was trained pretty well by his older sister, and as a result, he ended up being a founder of IBM, who is giving us a formula of success that I'm sure you would like to use if you'd like to become perfect enough perfectionist, like well-rounded perfectionist. Here is his advice. Would you like me to give you a formula for success? It's quite simple, really. Double your rate of failure. You are thinking of failure as the enemy of success, but it's not at all. You can be discouraged by failure, or you can learn from it. So go ahead and make mistakes. Make all you can, because remember, that's where you will find success. So my friends, that's the key for us perfectionists. We should continue to enjoy our perfectionist attitude, yet to make it well-rounded perfectionism, enjoying not only our successes and achievements, but also enjoying mistakes and learning lessons from those mistakes. So good luck to you, my friends. I love you. Ciao.